Hello student, yesterday we saw the formula of measuring temperature, that is F minus 32 into bracket under upon 9 is equal to C upon 5. This is the first formula to calculate temperature, and the other one is of Kelvin, that is Kelvin is equal to Celsius minus 273.15. Okay, Celsius plus 273.50. Today we will see the different devices of calculating temperature and units, that is calorimeter, with an example, the change in temperature with an example. Okay, so thermometer is a device through which we measure the temperature. Initially, when we get flu, our temperature is measured by thermometer by the doctor or family members. We have different types of thermometers in use. So we must have seen a thermometer that is used when someone at home has fever. That thermometer is called clinical thermometer. Different thermometers are used for different purposes. Let us first learn about the working of thermometer. So how do this thermometer works? A thermometer, it has a narrow glass tube which has a bulb at one end. The bulb and the part of the tube is filled with liquid. Earlier mercury was used, but as it is harmful for us, it has been replaced with alcohol. The rest of the volume of the tube has a vacuum, and its other end is closed. The bulb is kept in contact with the object whose temperature is to be measured, so that its temperature becomes same as that of object. Because the increased temperature, the alcohol inside it expands and its level in the tube rises. During using these properties of the expansion of alcohol, the temperatures can be obtained from the level of alcohol. The tube of the thermometer is marked accordingly. As in the figure 14.4, we have different devices. The first is a thermometer. Our body has a temperature, a healthy person has a temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. Clinical thermometers are designed to measure temperatures between 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. These days, instead of above types, digital thermometers are used for clinical purpose. One such thermometer shown in figure 14.4C, that is digital thermometer, as we today used in our class. This does not use the expansion of liquid due to heat. Instead, it has a sensor which can measure the heat coming out of the body directly, and from that can measure the temperature of the body. So in digital thermometer, the sensors are used to calculate temperature. The thermometer used in laboratory are similar to one shown in figure 14.4a, except that the range of temperatures that it can be measured is large, spanning, that is 40 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius or even larger. A special type of thermometer is used to measure minimum and maximum temperature in a day. It is called as a maximum minimum thermometer. It is shown in the figure 14.4d, maximum minimum thermometer. When hot object is kept in contact with cold object, they both exchange heat. A hot object gives away heat while the cold objects absorb heat. Thus, temperature of the hot object decreases while that of the cold object increases. This means that the kinetic energy of atom comes when the average kinetic energies of atom in both objects become equal, which means the temperature of both objects become equal. Specific heat. In general heat, other than this, we have a specific heat. A specific heat relates with the atom. Okay? When we give heat to an object, the amount of heat required to increase temperature of unit mass, when we give amount of heat to increase a temperature of unit mass of that substance through 1 degree. So to increase in 1 degree, we have to give a temperature, a unit, the mass of that object must be a 1 unit. This represented by the symbol C, small c. Its unit in SI is joule oblique kg degree Celsius, and in CGS it is calorie or gram degree Celsius. Suppose Q is the amount of heat required to increase temperature of an object of mass, and a specific heat C from temperature initial to temperature final. This depends on the mass and specific heat of the object as well as on the increase in temperature, can be written as temperature, that is amount of heat, is equal to mass of object into temperature increased in Celsius into the final temperature minus initial temperature. That is we get here the third formula of calculating temperature. Okay, Q is equal to M into C into bracket TF, final temperature minus initial temperature. So after subtracting the initial temperature from the final temperature, we get the change in temperature. So that change in temperature shown in the delta. Okay, here, but here we find the basic equations, that is Q is equal to M into C into bracket TF minus T initial. Okay. Here in the column we have different substances with a specific heat, calorie, gram, degree Celsius, a specific heat, calorie, gram, degree Celsius. Okay, such as aluminium 0.21, alcohol 0.58, gold 0.03, hydrogen 3.42, iron 0.11, copper 0.9, mercury 0.03. So the gold and mercury are same, and water 1 degree Celsius. Calorimeter, as a thermometers, here we have equipments of calorimeter. We have seen that the thermometer is used to measure the temperature of an object. The calorimeter is also used to measure heat content of the object. So the thermometer calculates the temperature of object, and calorimeter calculate the content of object, heat content of an object. Using these equipments, we can measure the heat produced and absorbed in physical or chemical process. Calorimeter is shown in the 14.5. So in this 14.5 we saw that there is a jar, and in that jar we have air cavity, and after that the inside of that jar we have another metallic jar that is used as a heat resistant ring. Okay, so in the inner vessels, a heat resistance ring is placed at the top of that in that jar, and the lid is covered on this jar. Okay, there is a stirrer of metal, and for calculate or measuring temperatures we put thermometer inside that jar. Here we have liquid the inside jar. Okay, let us call these a final temperature, that is TF. The total heat given away by the object, that is Q zero, will be equal to the sum of heat gained by the calorimeter, that is QC, by the water QW. So we can write these as the Q degree is equal to Q Celsius minus plus Q water. Q means the heat of temperature. Okay, so the heat or temperature that is Q0, QC and QW depends upon a mass, a specific heat, and change in temperature, that is delta T. So here we get this answer, that is Q0, Q degree is equal to mass degree into change in temperature into degree Celsius or temperature. Here delta T0 is equal to delta 0 minus final temperature. QW means the MW mass of water object, heat of object. The first one is the heat of object is equal to mass of object into change in temperature of object, that is the temperature of object. The second one is sheet of water. Okay, amount of heat given to the water, so is equal to mass of water into change in temperature of water into the specific heat given to an water. So delta TW means the change in temperature of water is equal to final temperature minus initial temperature. The amount of temperature is equal to the mass of specific heat into change in temperature of heat into change in heat degree Celsius. Delta T heat is equal to means change in temperature of heat is equal to the final temperature minus initial temperature is equal to delta TW. Using this formula, we get the first using that fourth formula, that is Q0 is equal to QC plus QW. The Q0 means M0 into delta T0 into C0. QW means the mass of water into delta change in temperature of water into C into delta, that is change in temperature of C into C, that is heat. We can measure the masses and temperature if we know the specific heat of the material of the calorimeter, copper and water. We can calculate the value of a specific heat of the object with the formula, that is fifth formula. We will learn this more with the example of. So effects of heat. What are the effects of heat? That is the expansion and contraction and change in state. We have studied expansion, contraction and change in state. We are going more and about that expansion. You will learn the change in state of the matter, higher standard. Expansion, when heat is given to a substance, its temperature increases and it expands. Its expansions depends on the increase in temperature. Solid, liquid and gases all depends on the receiving heat. Expansion of solid, linear expansion of a solid is increase in the length of wire and the rod of the solid due to increase in the temperature. When we increase the temperature of a rod, the length L1 to T1 to T2, its length become L2. The change in the 10th proportional length proportional to original length, and the increase in temperature, that is delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. So we can write the change length of as follows, that is length 2 minus length 1 alpha L1 into delta T, that is change in temperature. L2 minus L1 is equal to lambda into L1 into delta T. Lambda 2 is equal to L1 into L plus delta T, lambda delta T. Here are some basic elements which needs expansion after heat. Okay, copper has 17 degrees Celsius, aluminum 23.1, iron 11.15, silver 18, alcohol 1.0, water 0.2, mercury 0.2, chloroform 1.3, hydrogen 3.66, helium 3.66, sodium dioxide 3.90. So in this way we saw the different types of expansion of heat or a temperature in the different metals. Okay, there also we have areal expansions of solid. Similar to the linear expansion, the area of a sheet of a solid metal also increases on heating. This is called areal expansions of solid. This is given by the following formula, that is amount of heat 2 is equal to amount of heat 1 into 1 plus alpha data change in temperature. Here delta T is the change in temperature. A1 and A2 are the initial and the final areas of sheet. This is the coefficient of the areal expansion of a solid, volumetric expansion of solids. Similar to the sheet's three-dimensional piece of solid expand in all sides when heated and its volume increases. This is called volumetric expansion of solid. This is given by the following formula, that is V2 is equal to V1 into 1 plus beta delta T. Here delta T is the change in temperature. V1 and V2 are the initial and final volumes of solid, and beta is the volumetric expansion coefficient of the solid. We saw regularly that the rails have a small gap between the two, some regular interval. This is shown in the figure aside. This is kept to accommodate the change in the length of the rail with the change in temperature. If this gap is not kept, then the rails will get distorted due to expansion in summer, which may lead to accident. Similar, the rail length of brigade can do also the length of 18-kilometer bridge. Therefore, provision is made in the constructions. So, student, here we complete this heat and temperature. We will revise the next point in the next lecture, that is ionic bond. Okay, thank you.